been riding the coast, the northern coast of Lake Ontario, and I guess we have to wait a little bit for the ferry to show up.
We're in Toronto.
Yes, we are in Toronto. But what are we doing here in Toronto?
We made it last night. We found our way to the grocery store. We found our little apartment. We parked 3 stories below our building. And now we're finally at the CN Tower.
Look at
a good night's sleep.
Look at all of these apartments. It's just crazy how many apartments, so many people live here. So we're going inside, not the Ripley's thing, but in the tower, right?
Yep, and then we're gonna go over there to the train museum.
Oh, okay, train museum next? Okay. Well, we decided not to pay to go up in this tower. $100 is a little steep, so we're gonna pass. We're gonna check out these old trains. They've got all these trains here, and basically they come into town here, and this is like the turnstile right here where they turn the trains around. Yeah, there's the thing right in the middle, and they'd rotate the trains around so they'd go back the other direction. And then this building here has got all of these different stalls. As they pull them in off the turntable, they pull them into these places here. Brenda trying to bust into this caboose. Okay, we made it down to the waterfront in Toronto, and there's some kind of a, what would you call that? I don't know, they might have a concert over there. Yeah, band shell. This here is an ice rink right here in the winter. That's kind of neat. So here in Toronto, there's a lot of things to check out. So we're down on the waterfront. We want to check out where we're going to be going later on this evening for our little float in the bay on this 3-masted boat, which will be just a fun thing to do, go out for a little ride. And this whole walkway down here is absolutely gorgeous. We're gonna go way down this way. So Brenda, what do you call this place?
The Distillery District.
Okay, so let's walk down this way.
So it's famous for, right now, restaurants, art galleries, coffee, chocolate, that kind of stuff. What it used to be was this huge complex of liquor distilleries. And being in Toronto during Prohibition, the stuff was just being pumped into the United States during Prohibition.
Oh.
We ready to sail?
Yeah, I have to get my sailing. Yeah, we're on a little boat here.
Yeah, put it up there.
Here's.
There you go. Good job, guys. We're raising. They should stay in this area here. Don't you fall over.
I was wondering, are they playing there or are they warming up?
Well, we're at our last thing to check out here in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. This is Fort York, and Fort York happens to be right in the middle of downtown Toronto and all the big buildings, and it's not right on the waterfront, which is quite interesting.
They remained in use as military housing until the early 1930s.
1930s?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is inside the fort, what they've preserved, and it's quite interesting. It's not a big fort.
About the math, it works out to 2 soldiers per bed, 4 per bunk, so 2 top, 2 bottom, which sounds cozy to modern people.
Correction, this fort was on the waterfront, but since then they've reclaimed all the land from that highway, those buildings, and about a quarter of a mile over to the waterfront from the lake. Well, we went through our last site in Toronto, so yeah, that's our trip. We still have about 250 or 280 miles to go, and yeah, that's going to be about it for our adventure. So until next time.
Photobomb.